Hello and welcome to the channel. I am Sophie and I am the face behind Bibbidi Bobbidi Smew. We are a UK family of four. There is me, my husband and my two little girls. We have just come back from 2 weeks in Walt Disney World, Florida. Had an amazing time. We have vlogged it and that will be coming soon. I'm filming this first because I know that I always look before I go on a trip to see what is out and what is current. Hopefully this gives you some ideas of what you might want to get when you're out there. And also, I just love watching merch hauls. I didn't think I had bought that much and I thought we'd been quite restricted. And it's all out in front of me now, and now I understand why we struggled to get it in the suitcase on the way home. Because we got quite a bit. We got some lovely bits. I'm excited to show you. There's a lot to do, so let's not waffle too much and let's get on with it. What I'm going to start with first, I'm going to call freebies slash pixie dust, because there's little bits and bobs you pick up on the holiday that I would say are freebies, like from the room, and then also some lovely pixie dust. We met some amazing people when we were out there. Everyone was just really kind, especially with the girls, and a few people spotted us, I guess, when we were having a bit of a rough moment with the girls, and gave us a little bit of pixie dust to help brighten up our day, so that was really sweet. So first off, of course, was the girls' first visit pins. I was so excited to get these. They did have their names on them, but the Florida weather meant that they unfortunately did get washed off, but that's okay. They've still got their first visit pins, and that was a must do, and I will treasure these forever. We've then, this is probably not going to be in any particular order because I'm not very organised. We have got from Topolino's our little autograph card. When you go, you get a little card with all of their autographs on. We don't do autograph books, to be honest with you. This was very sweet. Along the lines of autographs though, when we were in the park the day after Bibbidi Bobbidi, we were in the line for Jasmine and Aladdin, and the people in the queue before us had some Lorcana cards that they got signed by Aladdin and Jasmine, and then they gifted them to the girls. And that was super, super cute. They were really sweet, and it was so kind of them to give those to the girls, and I will make sure that they look after them and they enjoy them, and they are treasured for when they're older, because they will understand the magic of the pixie dust then. We have got a million stickers. Everywhere we go, we got stickers. All the cast members were always giving us the stickers. So we've got little Alani, a sticker, we've got Riviera Resort stickers, we've got a Riviera, we got lots of mini stickers. Yeah, I wasn't joking when I said lots of mini stickers, but my littlest, his favourite was mini, so I think a lot of people spotted that and they gave her the lots of mini stickers. In Animal Kingdom, we got the little Wild About Safety cards. We got Wash Your Paws Often. I mean, maybe they thought that we had dirty hands, I don't know. But they just handing them out at the gates when we walked in. If you stayed on site, you will know about the Wild About Safety little mini shows, which I really enjoy. So I really enjoyed these. Even if the girls, well, the girls were very excited to be given little cards. Talking of little cards that they were given at the gates, we were given little photo pass cards from time to time. One kind cast member at a gate one day gave Jessica a little Elsa ticket card. I don't think it was even linked to anything. She just saw that she was dressed as Elsa and gave her the Elsa card. And again, Jessica was very excited about that, so that was cute. And we went to Enchanted Tales with Belle. When they take part, they get a little bookmark, which is really sweet. And it's got Belle's autograph on there as well. My biggest Jessica, well actually both of them, are a bit book obsessed, but especially Jessica. She is a proper bookworm, so I know that she will make use of this. Another bit of pixie dust from a kind of passerby. We're on the bus and they handed us these little stickers. I mean, I actually think they're quite fancy stickers. They're like little decals rather than, you know, the little sticker, oh, Winnie the Pooh, getting distracted. Yeah, rather than like little stickers that you would stick just on yourself. So I don't know. They gave these to the girls. I think the girls, again, were being a little bit wild on the buses. They weren't, you know, having a meltdown or anything, but Charlotte liked to stand up on the bus and have a little bit of a jump and down. I tried to restrain her, obviously, to make sure that she didn't hurt herself, but she would get very excitable at times. So that was a little something to distract them, which was much appreciated. I got the Gideon's menu. Again, a little freebie. Not really a bit of pixie dust, but for me, I absolutely loved my Gideon's experience. The French toast cold brew, I've just in love. I need to go back for the French toast cold brew. Also, the coffee cake cookie was the stuff of my dreams. So next time I go to Disney, I will be going back to Gideon's several times for both of those things. And I enjoyed it and I wanted to remember it, so I brought the little card. Another little freebie, the bath soap from the room, the sea salt bath soap, and I mean, who uses bath soap these days, to be honest, but the smell of it just takes you back to your showers and hand washes in the room. The smell, like, just takes you back there. So I don't know, I might even keep it in the box just to smell at times when I'm missing the resort. Is that weird? I don't know. I'm including maps in the freebies, okay? So I like to collect maps, to be honest, so that I can see on all of my different trips, like how the park has changed, what's added, what's changed, what's come, what's gone, like how many different versions of the parks I have seen over the years. I'm really sad I didn't get Animal Kingdom, actually, which is annoying because we went at such a funny little time for Animal Kingdom, because Conservation Station was closed to change over to Bluey, so that was down. But Zootopia had just opened, so that was like a new bit, and the meet and greet with Nick and Judy was a new bit. So that was like a new addition, but also missing Conservation Station. They've got the Encanto section, Rivers of America, I think it might be called. I can't remember off the top of my head. That will be opening in a few years to come. Dinosaur's obviously shut, and the dinosaur area is all shut. So, like, the map would like quite different for that specific part of time, so I'm a bit sad I didn't pick it up, but I did pick up Epcot Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. I picked up Disney Springs. I also picked up, they had like a little kids family one for Magic Kingdom. I think they had them for all the parks, but I only picked up this one. Flower and Garden flyer. I didn't pick up the Flower and Garden passport, and I don't know why. Really annoying, because I loved Flower and Garden. We'd never done a festival at Epcot before. I've only ever been in the summer when it's like out of festival season. But I loved Flower and Garden. Like, the park was just so pretty. And then this was like a little free brochure booklet that came in the room when you first arrived. And I just like to sit and flick through these kind of things sometimes when I'm kind of got the Disney blues. So another little freebie. That possibly covers everything I'm going to class as a freebie for now. What should we move on to next? I guess where we started, which was our first day resort mugs. We love the resort mugs. This is going to be really controversial, but the new design, I don't know. I'm not thrilled about it. I really liked, so I had one from the last time I went was 2018. That one had all the different little pictures of the resorts on. That one recently broke, so I did have to get rid of that one. And then I know for years they've had the same like navy blue one with the resorts on, Mickey and Minnie in a little car, and it makes me think of like the resorts because you're staying in the resorts, whereas this, like, it's fun and it's cute with the Pixar characters, but I wouldn't say it really makes me think of staying on resort. Obviously, when you use them every day for 2 weeks, like, they do make you think of staying in a Disney hotel. And I am very happy to have my coffee in this every morning. We bought 3, but the pink one is downstairs because my little girl uses it every day at the moment as her, like, main cup, so that one is downstairs. So we bought 3 of these. They are, I want to say $22.99 plus tax each, but in English money, because when I'm watching from the UK, that is what I want to know. For 3 mugs for the 2 weeks, it cost us £55, which I would say, to be able to just go to the drink station whenever we wanted at our resort, fill up in the morning, fill up when we come back, I think is pretty decent. So I was not sad about that, and it's a pretty cool souvenir at the end of the day as well. The other thing we picked up at the start of our trip was Jessica's Magic Band Plus. She got the Minnie Mouse one. I wasn't aiming for her to get the Minnie Mouse one. I was kind of hoping for a plain colour so that we saved a few pennies, but actually it is really, really cute and I love the design. I think it might actually be a new design as well. I'm just going to check on Monzo how much this cost me. I have all the receipts for everything, but I'm going to be honest, they're all a jumble and I haven't sorted through them. We're just going to go off the Monzo and everything's going to be in pounds for today. £36. Not the cheapest souvenir, but it brought her lots of joy, and I really like the Magic Band Pluses with the lights, and they interact with a lot now actually. She was buzzing and flashing all of the time through the park, all through the shows. I'm still on my old school Magic Band, but she really enjoyed hers. I might go for plushies next. We got a little variety of plushies, starting with Baby Figment. He was the first plushie we picked up. He's super cute. So we got him after Jessica met Figment on day 2, I want to say. So he's in his little blankie, and then you take him out and look at him. He's got his little tail, his little wings. He's so sweet. They did have a big Feety plushie as well, and I did really like the big Feety plushie, but Jessica liked the Baby Figment. She has a baby Minnie as well, who is like her other favourite toys. It was her special plushie for the trip, and she had the most amazing meet with Figment, which we have filmed and hopefully you can catch up and see at some point. You know, Figment isn't anywhere else in the Disney world, so in the Disney universe, so it feels special. But she got him at Disney World on our special trip. Oh, I can't do him back up now. Oh, there we go. Too many buttons. So yeah, there was Figment. And Figment cost us £32. He's quite a good sized plush. He's lovely and cuddly. I think he was worth it. He is a memory foam Mickey. Look at him. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this, but he like slowly sinks back. This was Charlotte's big plushie. So she didn't really, you know, she hadn't found much that she liked, anything that she saw. We said to her, like, do you want to say bye-bye? And she said bye-bye to most of the things that she picked up and saw. But this Mickey, she grabbed one evening off a stand and would not let him go. She did not want to say bye-bye to him. She didn't even want to give him to the cashier to scan him. So he was definitely her fave, his little tail. So he was from the Emporium on Main Street, and he came home with us, and she loves him to pieces, and he gets a big snuggle every night and every nap time from Charlotte, so he is well loved at the moment. Hence he's got a bit of a squishy ear right now. I think he was £25. Yeah, $31. Yeah, that was him. So, you know, not bad for a Disney plushie, really. The next plushie, because we got a couple of toys, but plushie was my Mickey with his own little Stife bear. And they've both got the proper Stife ear tags. He is from the Germany pavilion in Epcot, and I saw him there many years ago, last time I went, 2018, and I did really like him then, and I thought about getting him and I didn't, and I've kind of wanted him ever since, so I was very pleased to pick him up from Germany, and he is extra special. I think he's going to be more of a display Mickey than a cuddly Mickey, but I did cuddle him on holiday, so I'm very, very pleased I got him. And he was a little bit more expensive. He was £64. Ooh. Yeah, Oops. But he is special. You can't get him anywhere else. And he is a real Steiff bear, so again, no regrets. Love him. Not so much plushies, but toys-wise. Jessica was on a bit of a Toy Story hype this holiday. She does like Toy Story. She's, watched it on Disney Plus quite a few times. But she absolutely loved Toy Story Land. We went from Slinky to Toy Story Mania to Swirling Saucers round in a loop, and Charlotte actually loved Swirling Saucers, went on that a million times. So we did end up picking a Jessie. She is the most recently released Jessie, I want to say, because they've brought out a lot of stuff recently for Toy Story 5. So she has the hat that comes on and off. I'm not going to take it off because I can't get it back on again very easily. She's got her lovely plait, and she has a pull cord. Ready, Jessie? You're going to go for it? I don't even know what I just said. Shall we try again? There we go. That sounded a bit more like Jessie. So Charlotte loved Buzz, so we were going to get Charlotte another Buzz. What we actually ended up getting was the American Buzz. I thought the American Buzz also chatted with the characters and was interactive, and he was just American colours. Turns out I was wrong, and American Buzz is not one of the interactive ones. However, he was the special edition for American. I think he's sold out. He's definitely sold out on Disney Store UK. And I think he has been selling out in the park, so I think he has been quite popular. Oh, Buzz, what are you doing? He does all the things that a classic Buzz does. Shall we see with his wings? Ready? Steady. Whoop-oh! Fleshy! And...
To infinity and beyond!
Woohoo! Chop, chop. There we go. Does everything that a normal Buzz does. They were our main toys, Jessie and Buzz, and seems very well timed with Toy Story 5 coming out. I'm very excited. Charlotte's probably a bit small to go, but I'm going to take Jessica when it comes out. Prices for both of those. So Jessie was £32. Buzz, because he was slightly more fancy, was £40, because he was the special edition Buzz. But actually, I looked on Disney Store UK and that worked out cheaper than I think buying them here at home. So we did have to cart them across the country, but we got them home and they're special because they came from a holiday. Right, the next thing we're going to move on to, I think, is Bibbidi Bobbidi. I vlogged Bibbidi Bobbidi and it was the most magical experience ever. I've dreamed of having a little girl to take there my whole life, and it was worth every penny to me. It's not cheap, and I think if you were going all the time, then you probably wouldn't be able to afford to keep doing it consistently. But for a one-off, we're not sure when we're going back to Disney World. I'm hoping not too long, but you never know. I'm so glad we did it. We couldn't do it for Charlotte because she is too little, she's too young, she doesn't meet the threshold. But for Jessica, it was perfect. She fully was immersed in the magic, and hope that she will remember it forever as well. So, as part of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo package, they do two package options now. They do the lower package option where you get the makeup, the hair, you get a bag, a t-shirt, and I think the little necklace. And then they do the bigger package where you get your dress, wand, tiara, hair, makeup, bag, necklace, all included in one. They did have other things in the Bibbidi Bobbidi shop, like shoes and special character necklaces and stuff, but they don't really push you to buy them. I think they're just there for you to look at when you're sitting in the shop. So we weren't sure what package we were going to go for because we do have quite a lot of the character dresses, so we took a couple with us, but we let Jessica decide what she wanted to choose, and she went for Jasmine. So we got the Jasmine costume. It's in two parts, so I don't really know how I'm going to pick this up. I don't know, I'm going to be able to show you this. That's the Jasmine trousers. They are, I mean, it is beautiful. Like the glitter and the detailing. That's the waistband with all the sequins. It is a very lovely costume. And that is her top. She looked beautiful, and I'll try and insert a picture here, maybe. we'll see what my YouTube skills come up as. Again, it will be up in the vlog series. So along with the Bibbidi Bobbidi, you get the wand. Very cute. I can't even frame it, quite big. It does flash, there we go, or still, which Jessica was very impressed with, the fact that it flashed. This was the tiara that came that matches the wand. They did have kind of, I want to say, they were put next to the princess dresses, so I don't know if they maybe have slightly different colourings based on which princess you had. I guess they're kind of jasmine colourings in that they're maybe a little bit greeny blue, the gems. Regardless, it did look very pretty on, and it did look beautiful for the photos. This is quite a heavy tiara. She wore it for quite a while. She wasn't too bothered by the heaviness. This is the little tiara she got with her, she got with her bun. Oh, it's got a little hidden Mickey on the front, which I don't think you can see because it's so reflective and shiny. And this is the little hidden Mickey clip that goes at the back of the bun. So that's super cute. We did lose this tiara. It was a bit of a drama and a disaster. Jessica was asleep and we were trying not to tell her that she'd lost her tiara so we didn't upset her. We retraced our steps. We'd walked from the Polly round to the Grand Floridian, we walked back again, we couldn't find it, but we spoke to them at the Polly and they said, Bibbidi Bobbidi should probably let you buy another one, and they did. We did have to purchase it. It was £18, I think, for me to repurchase it. Then, with your Bibbidi Bobbidi package, you get this lovely bag. This is the cinch bag, they call it. It's got a little handle on the top. It's got quite nice straps. It has got Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique on the front. And then inside, we have got Fairy Godmother's signature. So you meet Fairy Godmother now as part of the Bibbidi Bobbidi package. She even came around during the makeover to check in on all the princesses getting their makeovers, so that was amazing. You get, ooh, we got some princess stickers. Always stickers everywhere in Disney. They give you the bits that they used on your little prince or princess during their makeover. So they open a fresh makeup for each child and you get that makeup to take with you. Obviously there is a little bit missing where Jessica had her makeup done on the day, but she was very excited to get to take her makeup home. You also get the nail varnish that they used. Yeah, well, focus. It's so cute. Look, it's got a little gem on the top. It held pretty well, bearing in mind it was on a toddler, and it was very sparkly. So I was impressed with the nail varnish. You did get a comb. You know, it might come in handy one day. I don't think we've got one of these with the points, so it could be useful for making ballet buns and stuff in the future. The last thing in the bag was this. It is this castle necklace and it's very sweet. Again, Jessica was very excited to have, like, she felt like a grown-up girl necklace. So, in UK pounds, the whole Bibbidi Bobbidi experience, plus the package with the dress, the tiara, the wand, came up at £181. Not a cheap experience, but I don't think that bad for Disney. For a makeover in Disney with your own fairy godmother. We met the fairy godmother afterwards. They did photos all the way through. All of that stuff. I mean, the costumes in Disney themselves are like $60-ish. When you put everything together that you're getting with it, plus the experience, I honestly don't think it's that bad. I did budget for it as part of the holiday, so, you know, I planned to spend that money. That is our Bibbidi Bobbidi section done. We have one mug. This is our lovely mug from Pandora, World of Avatar. It's got sprites on the back. We both really enjoyed the ride, Flight of Passage, and we were going through the shop afterwards and we saw this, and then we saw that it glows in the dark. It's amazing. You will see on the vlog, but there is a bit of a scream when I realised that it glowed in the dark. So yeah, it's the perfect depth to fit under my husband's coffee machine, which he likes, so it was in his approved pile. For me, I love the fact that it glows in the dark, and I'm very excited for autumn time and winter time, when I can have a cup of tea or coffee in the dark and have my glowy mug. Okay, on the subject of mugs, I'm gonna go for my I showed you then. Sneak peek. I'm gonna show you my corkscrew. Oh, I didn't tell you how much the mug was. Oh my gosh. Right, the mug cost Wind Traders, £20 the mug. Not super cheap, not super expensive. You know, it's a Disney mug. What do you expect? Okay, right, the next thing. I've just given you a sneak peek again. Can't stop showing you. I went out there knowing that I wanted to get a corkscrew, knowing that I wanted to get this kind of specific leak-proof type of corkscrew. I'd seen some that were like plain block colours, the like Stanley tumbler kind of styles. Plain block colours with Walt Disney World on it, and I couldn't find them anywhere in World of Disney or in the corkscrew stand. I ended up settling on this one, and I do really love it. So, show you the details. It's got corkscrew on there, and then it's got this really cute, I think it was called Retro Mini, rainbow mini print. It's got corkscrew on the handle, and then the lid. So, it is like a round lid. It's got a lovely soft silicone straw, and then the lid locks in and out. So I'm going to show you. So if you listen, full of water, right? You ready for this? Oh, it doesn't leak at all. It's completely leak proof. Amazing, game changer. So if I do want a drink, I'm just going to turn it around and it's unlocked. Turn it back round, it's locked again. It's amazing. We love it. I would say game changer for having children around, because we, well, you know what it's like. They knock things all over all the time, and a full Stanley, and a full, it's not a Stanley, it's a corkscrew, but you know what I'm talking about. A full tumbler of water spilling on the floor, not ideal. I'm very pleased with this purchase. This was probably my favourite purchase. And let's see, I can't remember off the top of my head how much it cost me. Okay, so it was £68 for me and my husband both got one. His wasn't a Disney one. He's got it with him at work today, so I can't show you. It was like a green and purple. It was slightly different style and a slightly smaller size, but we got two for £68. So we'll guess about 35, 40 pounds it cost me. So I don't think that's that bad. I don't know how much Stanleys go for in the UK, but I was happy with that. While we're on the topic of Disney Springs, I guess, because we got that corkscrew at Disney Springs. A reusable shopping bag is what this is. We've had the one from Disneyland Paris. This isn't as big, I would say, as the ones from Disneyland Paris, but we have the big ones from Disneyland Paris, and we use them for our swimming stuff usually, and also shopping, food shopping, because, you know, no plastic bags in the UK. And they are very good for swimming because they don't let the wetness out. So if you have all of your wet stuff, like it is wet inside and everything inside the bag is wet, but that's fine because it's your wet towel and stuff. But it means that when we stick it in the back of the car or in the footwell or whatever in the car's not getting soaked with it. So yeah, we use these a lot at home, so I got a couple of those. They were $4 each, so I'm gonna say £5 or £6. The other thing we got at Springs is they have an, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Arribas Brothers there, and the one thing I wanted from there was the silhouette picture. I know they do this down Main Street, and I had planned to do it down Main Street, and then I forgot on one of our trips to Magic Kingdom, and then we were going around Disney Springs and I saw they did it there and I was like, you know what, Gonna do it here because that means I don't have to try and fit it in on our Magic Kingdom day. We paid for a double silhouette for both of the girls in the black oval frame, and this is how it turned out. It's all very reflective, but I love the silhouette photos, and really special little memento reminder of our two little girls on our first trip, because that's what they look like then. So it's really sweet to capture them forever. Let's see what that cost me. £35. So I think if you only have one child or one silhouette, like, it is a little bit cheaper. And it is cheaper again to get it without the frame, but I like the oval frame. I'm gonna move on to our outlet day. We popped to the outlets on one of the days. I had two things I wanted to go to, which were the Disney Character Warehouse and to Bath and Body Works. So, should we start with Character Warehouse? Yeah, I only got one thing at the Character Warehouse, so I picked up the fuzzy, woohoo, I'm not gonna be able to fit it on. There we go. The fuzzy Mickey Spirit jersey with it's kind of like a Borg fleece material. I had seen this come online last winter, and I'd seen it on social media, and I loved it, and I was very sad that I wasn't at Walt Disney World at that point to pick it up. And then I saw it in the outlets, so I was delighted. I got it in a size small. I feel like the Walt Disney World ones are slightly more generous than the Disneyland Paris ones, because I've got a mix between small and medium of Spirit jerseys from the different places. But this one still felt quite generous as a size small. I am kind of a UK 10 to 12 on top, 14-ish on the bottom, but this still felt fairly generous. But maybe it's the style of being that it's a Borgy feeling, I don't know. It's like fleece lined inside as well. So this was originally $99.99 US dollars. I got it for £24. £24. £24. Like, what a deal. I didn't really see much else at the Character Warehouse really that I loved, but that I would say was definitely worth the trip, because I wanted a Spirit jersey this trip, but we all know they're quite spenny. But £24 for a Spirit jersey, what a dream. So now we are going to go on to Bath and Body Works. I love a Bath and Body Works. I know that we have them in the UK now, but the cost in comparison, like, so much cheaper over there. I was conscious of my luggage and my weight in my luggage, so I didn't pick up loads and loads of stuff, but I picked up a little range. The wallflowers, I have a couple of wallflower plugs throughout the house, and I love the wallflower scents. They make the house smell so nice, and I'm so excited to put these in now that I've showed you in this haul, because I've been holding off using it so I could show you. So they were on a deal. Da, 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 da. I want to say there were 5 for $15. I think. I cannot remember the numbers off the top of my head. We got 2 apple and cinnamon spice. I'm thinking towards autumn, winter already. I'm very much a like spicy, appley, cinnamony kind of girl, to be honest. They are my favourite scents, so I've got them ready for later in the winter. In the meantime, oh, I don't know that I knew I picked that one up. We got Strawberry Lover, Spring Apple, because we are in spring summertime, and I also got In the Stars. And I don't know if I meant to get this one. We'll have to plug it in and see if it is what I'm intended to pick up. It says it's warm and woodsy, which is kind of my scent. And I got some pocket backs. Were 6 for £10, which, if you've been into the UK Bath and Body Works, you will know is a very good deal. I got 4 of the moisturising ones, just because Jessica has suffered with dry hands a bit recently, so I thought that would be handy. So we've got Rose Water and Ivy, Sunshine and Lemons, which is very nice. We got a sparkling watermelon and a warm vanilla sugar. And then I wanted 2 other flavours, and they didn't have them as moisturising versions, but we got strawberry pound cake, which I love, and Neapolitan ice cream. I like a sweet scent, you might be able to tell. It also had these anti-backs, which are a spray instead of the gel, which I quite liked, very handy for the girls' nappy bag. So these were, I want to say 3 for $10. I picked up 3, but 2 are already in use. Actually, 1 I gave to my friend, and 1 is already in use in the nappy bag. They're slightly more expensive by the anti-backs though, so I didn't get tons of those. Maybe I should, I don't know. I have seen these actually in Next this week, so they are coming over to the UK, but a bit more expensive. My little Bath and Body Works haul altogether cost me £38, which, bearing in mind, I normally buy a couple of wallflowers from Vinted, and it cost me like £20–25 by the time I've paid for postage and packaging. I was quite happy with that. I set up for a couple of months at least on my wallflowers, so I think I did well there. On our outlets day, we also went to one of the little cheapy shops over the road from IHOP. If you've been to Orlando, you will know what I mean. They look, you know, a little bit dodgy from the outside, but actually when you're in there, they're not that bad. And yeah, obviously the stuff is slightly more cheaply made, but you can actually get some good bargains, and it's the same stuff that they stock in Walmart a lot of the time, the clothes. So, you know, you're looking at Walmart Primark quality, but you do find some good things in there. So I picked up a magnet, a Orlando magnet, because I like a fridge magnet, but on Disney property, they are extortionate. So I thought a little cheaper magnet from the cheapy shop would be fine. And now every time I look at the fridge, I can go, Orlando! And if you get that reference, you are my kind of person. Let me know if you get that reference, please. Adam Hatton fans might know. Yeah, we can be friends. I got for Jessica this little Minnie Mouse kind of vest toppy dress. You know, it even has pockets. So that's cute. We'd seen it in Walmart a couple of days before, and I think it was a few dollars cheaper in the cheapy shop. The other thing I got was this jumper for me. It was in their clearance section. It was, I want to say $24. So the fridge magnet, the jumper, and the Minnie Mouse dress all together from that shop cost me £65. Oh no, I'm lying to you. That wasn't everything that I got in that shop. I also got kind of matching t-shirts for me and Jessica. So I was thinking that's quite expensive for those 3 things. I'm lying. This little t-shirt is Jessica's t-shirt, a mini one. And then I got the like semi-matching, I guess, coupley version. The Mickey version. I had this top, this exact top, 6 years ago from Walmart. 6 years ago, 8 years ago, I can't do math. 8 years ago from Walmart. They still stock it. He's got a little happy Mickey in the pocket. So, try again. The 2 t-shirts, the jumper, the mini dress, and the fridge magnet all came to £65, which, you know, not bad. Compared to a Disney shop, saved a little bit of money. This jumper, super, super soft. I don't know how well it's going to wash on the first wash, because I'm not sure about the quality, but at least for the first wear, it is super soft and snuggly, and I have been living in it this week. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. If you're still with me, thank you. I appreciate you for hanging around. I know there's a lot going on here. I'm not very organised either. We're nearly there. While we're on clothes, I guess, we may as well kind of round up the clothes selection. Is the other t-shirt that I picked up at Blizzard Beach, of all of the places. I really loved this design. It is, so it's Walt Disney World, the most magical place on earth. Kind of retro-y design vibes, like a charcoal-y t-shirt. And then on the back, it has got all the release dates for all of the different rides. I got this in a medium because I kind of like a looser fit on it. And yeah, picked that one up in Blizzard Beach. £27, I think. Yeah, £27. I got a Spirit jersey for the girls. I say the girls because Jessica will have it to start with, and then Charlotte will have it once Jessica has grown out of it and Charlotte has grown into it. So, you know, girl math, it's for 2 children and it's, you know, basically free. It's so cute. I love it so much with the little bow. We got this in the shop outside the Little Mermaid at Hollywood Studios. That was in the first couple of days. £49 for that one. The next one, everybody's got this. Everybody in the world has got this, but I couldn't be left out, could I? It is the big, just completely off camera there. The big, oversized Walt Disney World hoodie. At least when we were out there a few weeks ago. They had these everywhere, in most of the shops. Got it in a size, I think a small. Surely not an extra small, a small. And they didn't have the right size in Disney Style, but I went over to World of Disney and they had loads. They also, I think, had them in the All-Star Resort Hotel gift shop as well, so there was plenty of options and places to get that. I'm not sure how much that one cost me, because I paid £96 in that shop, but I bought the hoodie and I bought 4 of the character pens, which I don't have to show you because they've been gifted. I bought the 2 shopping bags as well. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to say between £60 and £70 maybe for the hoodie. Right, I think we're on to the last piece of clothing. Woohoo! So this I got in the Marketplace Co-op in Disney Springs. Oh, I've got it backwards, hang on. There we go. It is a little dungaree Mickey dress. Apart from it's not a dress, it's like a skirt, culottes, shorts at the bottom. It's got pockets as well. You know, us girls appreciate a pocket. I might try and insert a picture here of me wearing it so that you can, because I don't think it's very easy to see with me holding it up, but I saw it, I fell in love with it, I bought it. That was £60. So again, not a particularly cheap piece of clothing, but feels like fairly good quality, and I would say a fairly special and, you know, quite individual piece. So that is all the clothes. Special mention to Walmart for the icebreaker grape chewing gum. I haven't opened them yet. I'm excited to use them at some point. I like a grape chewing gum, so got those. I'm gonna say we're on to the last thing. Our last thing that we picked up, well, I think on our last day of Magic Kingdom actually, was probably one of my favourites, the Little Golden books, the like Disney Park specific Little Golden books. We already have a collection of these. We got the Walt Disney World 50th collection that had Orange Bird, Jungle Cruise, Small World, Space Mountain and Haunted Mansion. Jessica has read all of those before, and we love these little books. Jessica's 4.5, and I'd say they're the perfect kind of little length for her. They're not too short, not too long, a little bit of text on each page, really cute pictures, and she absolutely loves these books. We were there and we saw that they had more park books and ride books. We had to pick them up because it makes our bedtime stories all that more magical. We got Figment, we got Pirates of the Caribbean, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and that was a very cool find. The 3 we got in the Emporium. Tiana's Bayou Adventure we only saw outside Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Here's Walt Disney World Adventure. These are $5.99 each. So they're, you know, they're a really cheap souvenir actually. And if you buy them on Amazon, the ones that you can get on Amazon, again, they're like £4 or £5. I got the Small World book at Christmas once for £4, and they're lovely little books and they remind you of the parks. If you have little people, I would highly recommend getting these. £5 each, basically. I think that's everything, guys. I've probably forgotten something. I'll walk out of here now and I will see something else in the house that I forgot to mention, but I think you've seen enough. I think you've been with me for long enough. Thank you very much for watching this first video. I hope you enjoyed all my ramblings and me showing you all my bits and bobs. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, let me know if you enjoyed my chaos, and hopefully soon the vlogs will be out and you can follow along that journey. Please bear with me on the vlog journey because it was our first time filming, first time getting used to the camera. The first few days, a bit ropey. As I get on through the series, start to get a bit more confident with the camera. Hopefully they'll flow a little bit better as we get along. But I would love to have you along for the ride. So I will link socials below as well. I think it's on the channel page. I'm still getting used to all this. Feel free to follow us over on Instagram as well, Bibbidi Bobbidi Smew. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.